In 1905, the Russian Empire trembled, not from an invading army, but from its own people. Thousands of peaceful protesters marched through the snowy streets of St. Petersburg, and were met with gunfire. What began as a plea for justice became a nationwide rebellion. Why did the Tsar turn on his own people? And how did a peaceful march spark the first Russian Revolution? The streets of St. Petersburg ran red with blood. The Tsar's winter palace, once a symbol of divine power, now stood at the center of national rage. This wasn't just another protest. It was Bloody Sunday, and its aftermath would echo through every corner of the empire. Russia in the early 1900s was a land of contradictions: rich nobility and starving peasants, grandeur in the cities and suffering in the countryside. The people's faith in the monarchy was eroding. Their hopes were pinned on reform, but what they received was repression. Factories halted. Students stormed universities. Rural peasants attacked landlords. By spring, Russia wasn't a nation, it was a pressure cooker about to explode, and then came the shock no one saw coming: the mutiny on the battleship Potemkin. Military unrest shattered the illusion of loyalty. In June, sailors aboard the Potemkin refused orders, killed their officers, and raised the red flag. Though crushed, their defiance inspired workers, students, and soldiers across the empire. Meanwhile, the Russo-Japanese War had exposed Russia's military weakness. As soldiers died abroad, the empire bled at home. Protests intensified. Soviets, grassroots councils, began organizing resistance. One in particular, the St. Petersburg Soviet, led by a young Leon Trotsky, would become legendary. By October, Tsar Nicholas II, under immense pressure, signed the October Manifesto, promising civil liberties and a national parliament, but it wasn't enough. In December, the revolution climaxed with the Moscow uprising. Brutally crushed, but unforgettable, the Romanovs had survived 1905, but barely. Pushpin this year planted the seeds for 1917. Pushpin, it showed that even mighty empires could crumble from within. Bell, subscribe to TimeLens for more gripping year-by-year stories. Thumbs up, like, speech balloon, comment, and outbox tray. Share this episode if you believe history should never be forgotten.